My child, before you scroll away, before you tell yourself, this is just another video, listen to me, just for a moment. I know exactly why you feel uneasy right now. I know why your chest feels heavy, even when nothing is visibly wrong. You feel like time moved faster for everyone else, and slower for you. My child, you keep asking yourself questions you never say out loud. Did I wait too long? Did I miss my chance? Did I trust when I should have acted? And sometimes, late at night, you feel a quiet fear rise in your heart. The fear of being left behind. But hear me clearly now. You are not late. Not in life. Not in purpose. Not in my plan. My child, you see calendars. You see ages. You see timelines. But I see seasons. And seasons cannot be rushed without damaging what they are meant to produce. You think waiting has cost you something, but waiting has been guarding you. There were doors you wanted desperately to open, but had they opened too soon, you would have walked into pressure you were not yet ready to carry. My child, I did not slow your life down to hurt you. I slowed it down to heal you. Because where I am taking you, you will need peace more than speed, clarity more than excitement, and depth more than applause. You are not watching others move ahead because you failed. You are watching them move because their path is different from yours. Comparison is blinding you to the quiet work happening inside you. My child, I see how you stayed faithful when nothing made sense. I see how you waited when rushing would have been easier. I see how you trusted me, even when silence tested your faith. And I am proud of you. Stay here with me. Do not rush this moment. There is more you need to understand about why your timing looks the way it does. My child, I know you try to stay strong in front of others. You laugh, you encourage, you say, I'm fine. But inside, you feel the weight of questions that never seem to leave. You look at your life and think, I should be further by you. You thought by this age, things would look clearer, more stable, more certain. Instead, you feel like you are still waiting while the world keeps moving. My child, that feeling does not mean you failed. It means you are in between. Between what was and what is coming. And the space in between is where I work the deepest. You wonder why I allowed this season to stretch longer than you expected. Why answers did not come quickly. Why prayers seemed delayed. But delay does not mean denial. Sometimes it means protection. Sometimes it means preparation. My child, there are things I am building inside you that could not be formed in a rushed season. Patience, discernment, emotional strength, a quiet trust that does not collapse when things do not go your way. You are learning to stand without constant reassurance. You are learning to trust me, even when there is no visible sign that something is changing. And that kind of faith will carry you farther than fast results ever could. My child, if I had answered every prayer immediately, you would have missed the growth that only waiting can produce. If everything had worked out early, you would have depended on outcomes instead of on me. Stay with me. Do not let discouragement speak louder than truth. There is still more you need to hear about why this season exists. My child, you have been harder on yourself than I have ever been. You replay moments, thinking if you had acted sooner, spoken differently, chosen another path, your life would look different now. But hear me, I'm not disappointed in you. You think you missed opportunities, but I see how many things missed you. I protected you from paths that looked promising, but would have drained your spirit. I closed doors that would have demanded more from you than they ever gave back. My child, you did not fall behind. You are being redirected. And redirection is not punishment, it is guidance. You learn to sit with discomfort, to wait without applause, to keep going even when motivation faded. That strength you carry now did not come from success. It came from endurance. There were days you almost gave up hope. Nights when you wondered if trusting me was a mistake. But even then, you stayed. And staying changed you. My child, your life is not on pause. It is being aligned. Alignment takes time because it touches every part of you. Your heart, your priorities, your desires. Do not measure your progress by what others post or what society expects. Measure it by the peace you are slowly gaining. That peace is evidence of growth. Stay with me a little longer. You are closer than you think to understanding why this timing matters. My child, there is something important you need to understand now. Your life is not measured by how fast you arrive, but by how well you are prepared to stay. You wanted answers quickly. You wanted clarity immediately. But if I had given you everything at once, you would have depended on information instead of trust. And trust is what will sustain you when answers disappear again. My child, you have been learning how to live without guarantees, how to move forward without full visibility. That lesson will serve you in every future season. There will be moments ahead when success comes suddenly, when responsibility increases, when others expect more from you, and when that happens, you will not collapse under pressure. Because you were strengthened here, in the waiting. You were not delayed. You were being trained. Training is rarely comfortable, but it produces stability. My child, some blessings look attractive early, but they demand maturity you did not yet have. If I had given them to you sooner, they would have stolen your peace. I was protecting your future by shaping your present. Do not despise this season. It is not empty. It is not wasted. It is forming the version of you who can walk into what is coming without losing yourself. Stay close. There is still more unfolding in this timing you question. My child, I know you sometimes feel tired of explaining your season to others. They ask questions. They offer opinions. They suggest timelines that were never meant for you. And slowly, those voices try to settle in your mind. But listen to me now. Their clocks do not govern your life. My child, I am teaching you how to listen to my voice above the noise of expectation. Because where I am leading you, clarity will matter more than approval. You once thought movement meant progress, but now you are learning. Stillness can be just as powerful when it is guided. Stillness allows healing to finish. Stillness allows wisdom to mature. Stillness allows identity to settle. My child, you are becoming more secure without needing constant confirmation. That is not weakness. That is growth. You no longer need to prove that you are doing enough. You are learning to trust that being aligned is enough. There will be people who do not understand this change in you. They may say you are too quiet, too slow, too careful. Let them misunderstand. You are not living for urgency anymore. You are living for peace. My child, peace is not found by arriving early. Peace is found by arriving ready. And you are becoming ready. Stay with me. There is still more you need to hear about the timing you have been questioning, my child. There was a time when waiting made you anxious. Silence felt heavy. Uncertainty felt unsafe. But now, notice how your heart responds differently. You are learning that uncertainty does not mean abandonment. It simply means I am asking you to trust without needing control. My child, control exhausts the soul. Trust restores it. And you are slowly releasing what you were never meant to carry alone. You used to measure progress by visible results. But now, you are beginning to see progress also happens internally, in how you respond, in how you rest, in how you no longer panic when things take time. My child, this calm you are developing will protect you later. When life becomes louder, when demands increase, when expectations grow heavier, you will not lose yourself then, because you found yourself here. There were lessons that could only be learned when nothing was moving quickly. Lessons about patience, about surrender, about listening instead of rushing. Those lessons are now part of you. My child, do not underestimate what is being formed quietly. Some of the strongest foundations are built underground before anything is seen above, and your foundation is becoming unshakable. Stay with me. We are not finished yet. There is still more clarity ahead about why this timing is exactly right. My child, there is a strength growing in you now that does not need noise to exist. You are no longer easily shaken by delays, by unanswered questions, by the opinions of others. You still feel, but you are no longer controlled by what you feel. My child, this is what maturity looks like. Not perfection, not certainty, but steadiness. You are learning that you do not have to rush to be relevant. You do not have to hurry to be chosen. You are already known, and being known is far more secure than being seen. There was a time you feared being overlooked, but now you are discovering. Being unseen for a season allowed you to grow without pressure. It allowed you to become rooted before becoming visible. My child, I do not build lives for show. I build lives to last, and lives that last are shaped slowly. You are beginning to trust yourself again, not because you have all the answers, but because you trust the one who walks with you. That trust is replacing fear, one quiet moment at a time. Stay here with me. What is forming in you now will soon make sense in ways you cannot yet imagine. My child, soon you will begin to see why I asked you to slow down. Things that once confused you will start to feel clearer. Not because everything changes at once, but because you have changed. You are learning to listen before reacting, to pray before deciding, to pause before assuming. That wisdom will save you from many regrets. My child, there are moments ahead when opportunities will appear unexpectedly. They will not feel rushed. They will not feel forced. They will feel right. And when they come, you will be able to receive them without fear. You will notice that you are no longer desperate for everything to happen now. You trust the process. You trust the timing. That trust is evidence of healing. My child, there were things you wanted earlier that would have cost you your peace. Now, peace walks with you, and peace will help you choose what truly belongs in your life. Do not worry about what seems slow. Some of the most meaningful moments arrive quietly, and when they do, they stay. Stay close to me. We are moving forward, gently, wisely, together. My child, notice how your heart feels right now. Not rushed, not pressured, not heavy. This calm you feel is not the absence of struggle. It is the presence of trust. You are no longer fighting time. You are learning to walk with it. You no longer see waiting as an enemy. You see it as a teacher. My child, there was a season when you needed answers to feel safe. Now, you need peace to feel secure. That shift marks growth. You are becoming someone who responds instead of reacts. Someone who waits instead of worries. Someone who trusts even when outcomes are still unfolding. My child, do not underestimate how powerful this transformation is. Many people never reach this place. They rush from one thing to another without ever becoming grounded. But you stayed, you listened, you grew. Soon you will realize that nothing truly passed you by. Everything that belongs to you is still ahead, and it will arrive at the right moment. Stay with me a little longer. There is still more your heart needs to hear about what is coming. My child, there is a quiet confidence forming in you now. Not the kind that needs to announce itself, but the kind that knows where it stands. You no longer need constant signs to believe that I'm working. You can feel it. Steady, gentle, sure. You are learning that faith does not always come with excitement. Sometimes faith feels like calm, like steadiness, like resting without fear. And that kind of faith will carry you far. My child, there will be moments ahead when others move quickly and you are tempted to follow. But remember, you no longer move out of pressure. You move out of alignment, and alignment will always protect you. You are becoming more discerning. You recognize what brings peace and what quietly drains you. You choose carefully now. That wisdom was formed in the waiting. My child, the timing you once questioned is now becoming the timing you trust, because you see how much stronger you are, how much clearer your heart is, how much more grounded your spirit feels. Do not look back with regret. Nothing was lost. Everything was shaping you for what is still ahead. Stay here with me. We are not finished yet. My child, as your trust deepens, you will notice how your decisions feel different. You no longer feel rushed into choices you are unsure about. You pause. You listen. You move with intention. That is wisdom taking root. You once thought clarity meant having every answer, but now you know. Clarity often means having peace, even when answers are incomplete. And peace is a far better guide. My child, there will be moments when you are asked to wait, even though you feel ready. Do not mistake that waiting for rejection. Sometimes I delay the moment, so the moment does not delay you later. You are learning how to say no without guilt, and yes, without fear. That balance will protect your heart. My child, you are becoming someone who can carry responsibility without losing softness, strength without hardness, confidence without pride. That kind of character is rare. Do not rush what is unfolding. What is being built in you now will sustain you for years to come. Stay with me. There is still more ahead that will make this season fully make sense, my child. You are beginning to notice how differently you respond to life now. Things that once unsettled you no longer shake you the same way. Not because problems disappeared, but because your roots grew deeper. You are learning that not every moment requires a reaction. Some moments require patience. Some require silence. Some require trust. And you are discerning the difference. My child, there was a time when you feared stillness. You thought if nothing moved, nothing was happening. But now you understand. Stillness is often where clarity is born. You are becoming comfortable with not forcing outcomes. You allow things to unfold. You allow timing to breathe. That surrender is strengthening you. My child, you are no longer driven by fear of missing out. You are guided by peace of being aligned. And alignment will always bring you to the right place at the right time. There will be seasons ahead when life moves quickly again. When responsibilities increase, when opportunities expand, and when that happens, you will remain steady because you learned here how to stay grounded. Stay with me. We are still walking this path together. There is more unfolding ahead. My child, there is a freedom growing inside you now that you did not have before. You are no longer ruled by deadlines that were never mine. You are no longer pressured by expectations that were never placed on you by heaven. You are learning to breathe again. You used to carry the weight of what should have happened by now. But now that weight is slowly lifting because you are realizing your life is not a mistake in progress. It is a purpose in formation. My child, you are becoming more comfortable standing where you are without apologizing for it. You do not rush to explain your journey. You do not feel the need to defend your pace. That confidence comes from knowing I am the one leading you. There will be moments when the old thoughts try to return. They will whisper, "You're behind. You waited too long. You should be further." When that happens, remember this feeling of peace. Peace is not accidental. It is confirmation. My child, what you are building now will support you later. Your patience, your discernment, your inner strength. These are not delays. They are investments. Soon, you will notice that you trust yourself more. Not because you control everything, but because you trust me to guide every step. That trust is reshaping how you see your future. Stay with me a little longer. There is still more I want you to understand about what is coming next. My child, there will be moments ahead when you finally understand why certain things had to wait. Not all at once, not dramatically, but quietly, like a realization settling gently in your heart. You will see how every pause protected something precious within you. Your peace, your integrity, your ability to love without fear. Nothing about your journey was accidental. My child, you are being prepared not just to receive blessings, but to remain whole when they arrive. Many people receive what they prayed for and lose themselves in the process. But you are learning how to stay grounded even as life begins to open. You once feared that time was slipping away. Now, you are learning that time was shaping you, stretching you, strengthening you, aligning you. My child, you are no longer chasing moments. You are allowing moments to come to you. That shift will bring peace where anxiety once lived. There will be a season when you step forward confidently, not rushed, not hesitant, ready. And when that season comes, you will not feel behind. You will feel thankful. Stay with me. We are still moving forward, slowly, intentionally, together. My child, there is a quiet strength growing inside you now. It is not loud. It does not announce itself, but it is real. This strength is different from the one you used before. Before, you survived. Now, you are becoming steady. Before, you reacted. Now, you are discerning. My child, you are learning who you are without the noise of urgency, without comparison, without rushing to prove anything. That is maturity. That is peace. There will be moments when others move faster than you. They will celebrate milestones early. They will seem ahead, but remember this: speed does not equal alignment. I have been teaching you how to walk without pressure, how to trust without seeing, how to remain faithful, even when nothing seems to change. My child, this is how deep roots are formed. Not in storms, but in stillness. Not in applause, but in waiting. You are no longer asking, when will it happen? You are beginning to say, I am ready whenever it does. And that posture opens doors naturally. Stay present, stay humble, stay open. What is coming will fit the person you are becoming. My child, there is something powerful that happens when you stop forcing outcomes. Your heart softens, your mind quiets, your spirit listens. You once believed that effort alone would bring peace. Now, you are learning that surrender brings clarity. My child, surrender is not giving up. It is trusting me with what you cannot control. It is choosing faith over exhaustion. I see how often you replay conversations, how you question decisions, how you wonder if you could have done more. Rest now. You did what you could with what you knew. My child, I am not disappointed in you. I am proud of how you kept going, even when your strength felt thin. You did not quit. You did not harden. You stayed open. That openness is what I am honoring. Not perfection, not speed, but faithfulness. Let go of the need to manage every detail. Let me carry the weight you were never meant to hold. Stay close to me. The path ahead will unfold one step at a time, and you will walk it with peace, my child. Even when you cannot see movement, I am still working. Silence does not mean absence. Stillness does not mean delay. Some of my greatest work happens quietly. You are learning to trust what you cannot measure. Not every blessing arrives loudly. Not every answer comes quickly. But every step you take in faith is seen. My child, there are things aligning for you now that you have not prayed for yet. Doors preparing to open. Conversations waiting to happen. People who will meet you at the right moment. You do not need to chase them. What is meant for you will recognize you. I know you sometimes wonder if you missed your chance. Listen carefully. What is truly yours cannot pass you by. My child, timing is not about being early or late. It is about being ready in heart, in spirit, in trust. And you are becoming ready. Remain faithful in the ordinary days. Remain kind in the waiting. Remain hopeful when progress feels slow. I am closer than you think, and we are not finished yet, my child. There is a calm beginning to replace your worry. You may not notice it every day, but it is there. A steadiness where restlessness once lived. This is what happens when trust takes root. You stop asking life to prove itself to you. You begin to rest in knowing that I am already ahead of you. My child, you are healing in ways you once thought were impossible. Old fears are losing their grip. Old regrets are softening. You are no longer defined by what hurt you. There was a time when uncertainty scared you. Now, it teaches you patience. There was a time when waiting felt like punishment. Now, it feels like preparation. My child, you are learning how to breathe again, how to hope without anxiety, how to believe without pressure. That is freedom. Do not underestimate what this season is building. What feels quiet now will soon feel stable. What feels slow now will soon feel secure. Stay present with me. The story is still unfolding, and it is unfolding beautifully. My child, there will come a day when you look back on this season with gratitude instead of pain. Not because it was easy, but because it shaped you gently. You will see how every unanswered prayer redirected you towards something better. How every closed door protected you from a path that would have cost you peace. My child, you are not being delayed. You are being refined, and refinement always feels slow to the one inside the fire. Soon, you will move forward with a quieter confidence. You will no longer rush decisions. You will no longer fear pauses. You will trust your steps because you trust me. There is a peace coming that does not depend on circumstances. A joy that does not need permission. A sense of belonging that cannot be shaken. My child, this is what maturity in faith feels like. Not constant excitement, but steady assurance. Not loud victories, but deep rest. Hold on to this truth. What is unfolding in your life is not behind schedule, it is unfolding perfectly. Stay close. One more step is waiting just ahead, my child. As you move forward, you will notice something changing inside you. You will no longer feel the need to explain yourself to everyone. You will no longer seek approval to feel secure. That is growth. You are learning to stand peacefully in who you are becoming. Not defensive, not anxious, anchored. My child, there was a time when uncertainty controlled your emotions. Now, uncertainty is simply a place where you meet me more deeply. You are not afraid of the unknown anymore. You trust who walks with you there. I am teaching you how to listen inwardly, how to recognize peace as guidance, how to pause without guilt. There will be moments ahead when you choose rest instead of rushing, wisdom instead of impulse, faith instead of fear. And each time, you will feel lighter. My child, you are becoming someone who can receive what is coming without losing yourself. That is why the timing mattered. That is why the waiting mattered. Stay with me. There is still more I want to show you. My child, you are entering a season where clarity will replace confusion. Not because every question is answered, but because your heart has learned to trust. You will notice that decisions feel calmer now. You no longer panic at crossroads. You listen. You pause. You move when peace leads. My child, this is how wisdom grows. Not through urgency, but through discernment. You are not being pushed forward. You are being guided. There will be opportunities ahead that once would have overwhelmed you. Now, they will feel manageable. Not because they are smaller, but because you are stronger. I have been teaching you how to carry responsibility without losing joy, how to walk with purpose without pressure, how to trust timing without resentment. My child, this is what readiness feels like. Not excitement alone, but confidence with humility. Not certainty about outcomes, but faith in direction. Stay attentive. Stay gentle with yourself. What unfolds next will meet you exactly where you are, my child. As you step into what is next, you will realize that fear no longer leads you. It may still whisper, but it no longer decides. You are learning to move forward gently, without forcing doors, without dragging yesterday with you. That is freedom. My child, there were lessons you could only learn by slowing down, by being still long enough to hear your own heart again. Those lessons will serve you well. You will begin to notice how certain things no longer fit you. Old habits, old reactions, old expectations. Let them go without regret. They were stepping stones, not destinations. My child, the future you are walking toward does not require you to be anyone else. It will welcome who you truly are. Trust the pace. Trust the quiet confidence growing within you. I am guiding each step, even when it feels simple, even when it feels ordinary. We are moving forward, not hurried, not delayed, but exactly on time. My child, there will be days when nothing extraordinary seems to happen. No big signs, no dramatic changes. Yet those days are just as important. In those ordinary moments, your faith is settling deeply. You are learning to trust me without needing constant reassurance. That is intimacy. My child, peace is becoming your default response. Not because life is perfect, but because your heart knows where to rest. You are no longer exhausted from trying to control outcomes. You will begin to enjoy the present without fearing the future. You will laugh freely again. You will rest without guilt. This is healing. My child, what once felt heavy is becoming lighter. What once demanded answers is now held with patience. You are not losing passion. You are gaining balance. Let yourself enjoy this steadiness. It is not stagnation. It is alignment. Stay close. There is still purpose unfolding, quietly, faithfully, right on time. My child, as this steadiness grows, you will notice how gently your perspective has changed. Things that once overwhelmed you no longer hold the same power. You see more clearly now. You understand that not every season is meant to be intense. Some seasons are meant to restore your breath, to remind you that life is not a race. It is a walk with me. My child, you are learning to honor small moments. A quiet morning, a peaceful decision, a calm response where anger once lived. These are victories. You are becoming attentive to what nourishes your soul. You choose what brings life instead of what drains it. That wisdom will guard your heart. My child, do not rush past this season. It is teaching you how to live with me daily, not only in crisis, not only in celebration, but in the ordinary. This is where faith becomes steady. This is where trust becomes natural. And this is where your future strength is formed. Stay with me. We are still walking, one peaceful step at a time. My child, before you leave this moment, hear me one last time. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not overlooked. Every step you took in school, every tear you cried in silence, every prayer you whispered when no one else was listening, I saw it all. My child, nothing in your life is wasted. Not the waiting, not the confusion, not even the pain. All of it has been working together to shape a heart that can carry peace, purpose, and love. You are not late. You are becoming ready. And what is meant for you will arrive at the exact moment your soul can hold it without fear. Trust me when I tell you, I am with you in this season, and I will be with you in every season to come. You do not walk alone. You never have, my child. If you believe in me and in your Heavenly Father, then like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If you want to stay closer to me, then subscribe to this channel. I am with you, always.